If you have ever asked yourself, am I behind financially? You are not alone. In Australia, it is easy to feel behind. You see people with nicer homes, new cars, overseas holidays, and you start thinking, how are they doing it? But here's the truth. Most people do not know their net worth, and most people do not understand what average really means. So in this video, I will explain average net worth by age in Australia. I will also show you a better way to judge your progress. Because the goal is not to win a comparison game. The goal was to build real financial stability. Also, net worth data changes by year. It changes by source, and it changes by definition, so I will use simple ranges, and I will teach you how to interpret them. Let's start with the basics. Net worth is a simple formula. What you own can include cash savings. It can include investments, like shares, or exchange-traded funds. It can include your superannuation. It can include property. It can also include a business, if you have one. What you owe can include your mortgage. It can include a student loan. It can include car loans. It can include credit card debt. It can include personal loans. It can include buy now, pay later debt. Now, some people ask, should I include student debt in net worth? You can, or you can track it separately. What matters most is being consistent with your method, so you can see progress over time. Now here's a big mistake many people make. They compare income. Income is important, but income is not wealth. Income is what comes in. Net worth is what you have built. Net worth is often the better scoreboard. Now we need to talk about one word, average, because this is where people get confused. When most people say average, they mean the mean average. That number can be pulled up by very rich households. If a small number of people have extremely high wealth, the mean average rises a lot, and that makes normal people feel behind. That is why the median is often more useful. The median is the middle. It is the point where half the people are above and half are below. So if you can, compare to the median. Not only the mean average. This one detail can change how you feel instantly. Now, one more important point. In Australia, housing makes net worth tricky because property values are high. So there are two ways to look at net worth. First, net worth including your home. Second, net worth excluding your home. Excluding your home is sometimes called investable net worth. That is the money you can invest or use for flexibility. So if your home is worth a lot, your net worth may look huge, but you may still feel cash poor. That is normal. So when you hear big net worth numbers, always ask, is that including the home or excluding the home? Now, let's get into the age groups. I will keep this practical. I will give broad ranges, and I will focus on what drives the numbers. Starting with your 20s. If you are in your 20s, low net worth is common. In fact, negative net worth is also common, because many people have student debt. Many people have just started working, and many people are still building stability. In your 20s, you will often see net worth anywhere from negative up to around $100,000, sometimes more, if someone saved early, or got help, or avoided debt. But do not treat this like a score. Your 20s are for building the base. If you do 3 things in your 20s, you are doing well. First, avoid high interest debt. Second, build a small emergency buffer. Third, start investing consistently, even small amounts. If you are doing those 3 things, you are not behind. You are building. Now let's talk about your 30s. Your 30s are where the gap starts to show. Because life gets expensive. People start families. Childcare becomes a major cost. Housing becomes the big decision. And career paths begin to separate. In your 30s, many Australians move into a net worth range of around $100,000 to $500,000. Often that comes from superannuation and home equity. If someone bought a home early, their net worth can jump. If someone is renting and raising kids, they may build slower. That does not mean they failed. It means they have higher expenses during that stage. Also, your 30s can feel like the hardest decade. You can earn more, but spend more. So here's a key reminder. Net worth growth is often slow at first, then it speeds up later. Now your 40s. This is where wealth building often becomes more visible. For many people, these are higher earning years. The mortgage starts moving down. Superannuation starts compounding more seriously. Investing becomes more consistent. In your 40s, many people end up somewhere around $300,000 to $900,000 in net worth. And yes, some people pass $1 million, especially if property is included. But again, do not compare yourself to someone who bought property in a very expensive city at the perfect time. That can distort everything. Now your 50s. Your 50s are critical because retirement stops being a distant idea. It becomes a real plan. In your 50s, some people are in their peak earning years. Many people focus more on superannuation. Some people are close to paying off a mortgage. Others are supporting children, or parents, or dealing with setbacks. In your 50s, net worth can often fall in a broad range like $600,000 up to $1.5 million, and in some cases, more. But the story behind the number matters. Two people can earn the same. One builds assets, the other builds lifestyle. The outcomes can be totally different. Now you're 60s. This is retirement transition territory. Superannuation becomes the center of the conversation. Home ownership matters a lot. Healthcare costs and lifestyle choices matter more. In your 60s, it is common to see net worth around $900,000 up to $2 million, especially when the family home is included. But remember, a person can be a paper millionaire because of property and still have a tight monthly budget. So the real question is not only net worth, the real question is cash flow and freedom. Now, after hearing these ranges, you might still wonder, am I behind? Here's a better way to judge. Ask yourself 4 questions. Question 1. Is your net worth trending upward over time? Even slow progress is progress. Question 2. Are you avoiding high-interest consumer debt? Credit cards can trap people. So can personal loans. So can buy now, pay later. Question 3. Do you have a buffer? Even $500 can stop a panic decision. Even $2,000 can protect you from selling investments at the worst time. Question 4. Are you building assets? That can be superannuation. It can be investments. It can be home equity. It can be improving your skills so income grows. If most of your answers are yes, you are likely not behind. You are simply in a normal phase. Now let's talk about why so many Australians feel behind. Number 1. Housing distortion. Property values vary massively by city. Sydney is not the same as Adelaide, so comparisons can be unfair. Number 2. Social media distortion. People post lifestyle, not debt. Number 3. Average distortion. The mean average can be pulled up by the very wealthy. Number 4. Time and distortion. Someone at 28 with low expenses can invest hard. Someone at 33 with kids and rent might struggle temporarily. That does not predict the future, so do not judge your future from one snapshot. Now, what if you really are behind? Or what if you just want to catch up? Do not try to fix it with risky moves. Do not chase hype. Instead, follow a boring system. Step 1. Build a small emergency fund. Step 2. Pay down high-interest debt. Step 3. Automate investing, even small amounts. Step 4. Increase income over time. That can mean learning skills. It can mean switching roles. It can mean negotiating. Step 5. Take superannuation seriously. Check fees. Check the investment option. Understand contributions. Step 6. Avoid lifestyle inflation. This is a silent wealth killer. Most people do not need a miracle. They need a system. Now let's wrap up. Average net worth by age in Australia can be useful, but only if you interpret it correctly. Compare to the median when you can. Understand the difference between home equity and investable net worth, and focus on the trend. Are you improving year after year? That is what matters. For now, tell me in the comments. What age group are you in? Your 20s? Your 30s? Your 40s? Your 50s? Or your 60s? And what is your biggest goal right now? Saving, investing, buying a home, or building superannuation? Subscribe to Aussie Wealth Simplified for more simple Australian finance videos. Thanks for watching.